A kikes feliratkozások? Johnny Sensei, köszönöm szépen. Ez most történt? It is happening now? Na. Continue. Szevasz, Jávov. Köszönöm szépen a kikkes támogatásokat. Szóval, igen. Igen, meg kell mosakodnunk. Ápolják itt a fiút, mert hát Mr. Capone itt teljesen kaput lett majdnem. Hol a víz? Ja, erre. Nem, rossz fele jöttem, bocsánat. Kifele, ide. Na, hát ez a játék, hello. A bácsi, aki elhullott, ne edd meg a kutya. Hát ne edd már meg, Jézusom, milyen nagy bullmusztif. Az bullmusztif. Musztif. Tudod? Mi van nálad? Van valami? Út. Azért valamit azért. De ez mi ez, hogy vér? Hát te bazd meg, hát megöltem, és akkor most mi van? Eszem megáll rajta komolyan. Kész vagyok rajta. Felveszek egy fasz a Hunter speltet, hát lopott ruhát nem mordunk, meg nem vetköztetjük le, megmosakszunk. Szépen. Ez az. Na. Mi mutatja? Ó, már ki is írja így, hogy mi a cuccmány. Na, nagyon komoly setupja van az öreg lánynak. Ezek szintén alkimista.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well,
Capon.
He's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
Whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile.
Na hát ma megint a kamillázás, ugye?
You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds. Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back
ott volt a izé, a bok. Kék virágpiros tüske, világos.
I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury
túl sok ez a fény most.
Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the
Bocs, előttem a kamerát most.
I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, And digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself.
Jó van, na, menjünk.
Thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier.
Igen, csak ki is mossa, nem?
Follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so as you don't have the stench of death on you.
Stench of death.
I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest
Ne
of
legyen
the
hullaszagod, az komoly.
gravedigger when he comes by again, so as I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Na, meló van. Na jöjjön a... Akarom mondani a lapát. És hol a lapát? Nem, ez... Hol van a lapát? Mondta, hogy hol van, de már elfáradtam, ezt elfelejtettem. Azt mondta, a lapát, az itt van. Az orrod előtte az még. Tényleg. Mi azt, most ettél? Azért már éhes, nézd oda. Igen, van tőle. Akkor együnk egy kis kenyeret, na. You're not wearing a pap. És mi nem tudom megenni így? Azért. Ne. Hol van már, na? Alpiu Nagivét. Azt jó megmondtad, meg Nagivét. Azt, hogy itt van a Sage. Nem azt mondta, hogy a másik irányba menjek kell ásni? Jaj. Ugye? Nem azt mondta, hogy a víz felé? Ássuk el valahova. Pick up. Jó, bazd meg. Még vigyem is fő. Hello, Kizó, üdv a kiken. Akkor fölvesszük. Na, megyünk a streamig. Na, kikkel fogunk itt összefogni. Maga mit csinál? Ellássam ezt a szerencsétlent. Azt hol találta? Itt volt a... Mi mozogott? Bellácska? Egy vaddisznó van előttem. És még kiabálsz? Hát de... Megőrültél? Na bazd meg. Add már ide. Na. Valahova ide kéne elásni, nem? Valahova ide, nem?
Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Opcionális, de megcsináljuk, hát nem adjuk itt a mamának a hullát. Hogy. Na, hogy. Jó, hát de... Na. Még... Na. Na. Úgy, menjél bele. Szedd összefele, azaz. Úgy. Ne csússzál ki, Jézusom, milyen a... Menj már vissza. Na. Ezért kell összedarabolni őket. Jó. Így jó. Ez tökéletes. Így. Oda nézz. Ennyi. Miért te hogy csináltad? Nincs itt semmi nivaló. Passz meg mekkora bullmastiff. Ja. Ja, na, ezért. Meg akarom tanulni a kutyás skilleket majd. Very important. Na, elmegyünk a Sage-ért, meg a Camilláért. Ott egy torcs, mindegy most. Elmegyünk egy kis...
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Biztos. Ja, egy helyen van. Ezek megijedtek. Oh. Hogy mondod?
Purple flower, sage, there we go.
Hogy mondod, Belecska? Milyen nekro? Persze, nekrot csinálok, hogyne. Igen, de én nekem most a Camilla kéne, várjál. Nem ez az? Ez.
That's it, chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajana on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Összeszedtük a hozzávalókat. Úgyhogy jók vagyunk. Nincs kamera, srácok, bocsi, lekapcsoltam a lámpát, ez most így jobb. Ha itt balhé lesz, várjál. Itt valami, föl kell helyeznem a lapátot a kezembe. Nem tudom használni, mindegy.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajana's?
Aha.
Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Get hold of a weapon. És de mit? Tehát mit? Hát de ezt... De honnan szedjek weapont? Frankon. Belecska! Kus! Mit üvöltözöl? Hát komolyan bazd meg, mint egy elmebeteg. Mit kiabál? Na mi van, öcsém? Jó napot kívánok!
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Right in there.
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort will be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Bergov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries.
Hogy is volt a harc? Pazzeg, elfejtettem.
But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz. This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy. You won't get me.
kurva anyád.
No, I don't want to die.
Nem akarsz? A kurva anyád. Pusztulj el. Na várjál már jövök mindjárt, csak lelútolom a picsába. Van nálam ennyi jó kaja. Chest key, bandage, mindet. Blacksmith kit, hülye vagy. Végre egy kis fésű. De most komolyan, tehát, hogy most ezeket csak főszedem már, hát leszarom, hogy lopott. De nem? Hát de most komolyan. Jaj. Érted? Mi volt ezzel a Hunter Belt-tel? Na. Kapták durván. Hulla csurom véres... Ja. Mi a baj a bácsinak? Miért alszik? Na, megmosom magam egy kicsit, várjál. Ne.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov.
És ezt a neveket bazzag el is felejtem
by
ma.
bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us.
Reputation game.
Caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you, but be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Yes.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Na ugye.
Me? I thought you'd do that.
I will not. I'm telling you, I'm as blind as a mole. And without Pavlena, everything takes me forever. It'd be done by now if you didn't keep making excuses.
Enough. Sorry. I'll do what's needed. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut.
Ez a kutya volt, basszeg, úgy megijedtem. Befostam. Azt hittem, a cica üvöltött a fülembe. Jaj, vagyok.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Na. Ajaj, megyünk. Nekem elfelejtettem rekordot nyomni, de majd megkérem. Úgy nézek ki, mint a Temus Robin Hood. Ilyen. Na, mi van? Start alchemy. Úgy. Na nézzük. Oké.
First, go to the recipe book.
Yes, let's go with the
Now
recipe.
find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Megvan.
And remember what you have to do. Then get
Okay.
back to the bench and we'll start.
Oké, tehát az ott fönt mi? Ja, kétszer kell és egy sage. Utána egyszer kell megforgatni. Harmadikra mi? Összetörni. 3-4. Mi van? You will need wine. Milyen wine? Milyen wine? Sleep heals you faster and you good energy. Igen. You will need...
You've read the recipe, get back to the
Ez
bench.
most csönd. Azt mondja, egy körig kell boilolni. Clean the sage and end it of the cauldron. Finally pure az. Pour. Mi az, hogy you will need wine? Milyen wine? Nincs nálam bor. Milyen vagy? Ja, nem ezt akartam. Recept, oké? Oké, tehát hogy
You must have
kettő...
read it by now, surely.
Eddig kell, boy, akkor aha, egy körig kell, a kettő, jól értem azt ott, hogy kettő kamomil kell? Oké. Tehát, hogy így oda...
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron.
Oh,
Choose
bazd
the
meg a
right
wine.
pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Oké, tehát borral kell. Jó, oké, így már világos.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Okay.
Glad to hear it.
Okay.
Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Oké. Oké, X. Oké.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Oké.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Oké, X. Confirm.
Maybe I ain't seeing right, but don't you have only one bag there? Something's missing. Have you really got everything ready? I only see one bag and you need two. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Oké. Oké. Mint elemér. Hogy? Beledob. Még egyet. Beledob.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
De elbasztam.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Most
All
segített.
right. Now take one handful of sage,
Igen.
grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Oké. Okay. Megcsinálj, megcsinálj.
Have you
Yes.
ground it? Good. Now drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Oké. Okay.
Done. Now let's see what you've brewed.
Ez az. Yes! Fuck yeah. Akarom mondani, na köszönöm, asszonyom. Menő.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly.
Köszi.
Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help
Happy.
Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Mögöttem, aha. Kintről magyarázott. Hon az a hulla? Megint le kell vinnem a testet. Na. Add ide. Na, Mikest is levisszük. Lássuk a picsába. Gyere, Mikes, te kelemen. Azt meg. Van már, na, Mikes, gyere. De... Ennyi jó. Digelek egy jó grévet most is. Jó, egész jó vagyok, belejöttem. Ma lehet, valami melót elvállalhatnék így, nem? Jó vagyok így ásásba.
Fuck.
Ennyi?
Shoulder.
Menjél oda. Jó van. Jó, hogy így is lehet. Így is lehet, oké, nem kell belerakni. Mármint, hogy de, csak nagyon szép. Ez már 2 hulla. Asszonyom, van itt még egy kis... Vagyok. Lefekszem aludni. Na, menjél már föl, hát. Na, itt az ideje alvásni. Mit csinálsz? Mit csinál? Jó van, na. Csak becsukom. Na, anyukám. Lerántom, mi? Hát, szerintem. Rémálmok.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
A visszaemlékezések.
Where's my fucking sword?
Elvitte.
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Hát igen.
Where's my fucking sword? You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Sunrise. Oh, hello! Na, a öregasszony fölvette a nyakéket, azt lett belőle. Vörös asszony. Anya. Vedd csak le azt. Mi? Na, akkor most arra koncentrálunk, jó? Tibon, hogy ezt a jányt bevigyük a szénába. De szépen. Nézzél.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right.
Maybe two.
Too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
I feel like I got thrown by a horse and then stampeded by a herd of cattle.
Is it really that bad?
More or less. Although the fact that I'm hurting all over means I'm alive. So I reckon it's all good. Considering.
That's surely the healthy way of looking at it. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth. A villainous,
Toth.
murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father. And I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Most important? Hát... nem. Na.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But
Lehet keresnék.
I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
Azt a kurva.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along.
A csipkés bugyja, mi?
From the clutches of his lordship.
Na, ma vannak perk pontjaim. Na, in the player tab you can find all import. Igen. Aha. Akkor vannak itt. Meg ott, meg ott. Van 3 perkink. Azt mind a speechre fogjuk költeni. Vagy most mit tudok költeni? Vagy, ja, ez még csak a... Oh. Oké. Oké. Van... Oké. Survival. Stels azt mondja. Azt mondja, a stadba Most hogy van? Akkor azt mondja, hogy de itt most ezt nem tudom, ezt most nem tudok költeni, vagy most akkor hogy van? Most akkor milyen jó, hogy ugye, hát le volt írva, azt nem olvastam el. Hát tehát ezeken belül tudok most. De miért most, miért nem látom? Gyerekek, mi nem jó? Mert egy picit. Ez most egy kicsit, ez csak nekem Ja, oldalra kell, oké, D-vel, oké. Tehát a main level, itt van valami. Van egy. Ez mit jelent itt? Level progresszió, de itt is van egy csillagocska. Oké. Azt mondja, hogy Charming Man. Opportunista. Hát szeretnék Charming Man lenni. Mit gondoltok erről? Yes. Oké. Charming Man az meg volt. Hogy ez ilyen all damage, de ez meg könnyebben forgatom a hülye, hát ez legjobb. Azonnal. Speech, na nézzük. And selling weapons, armor, clothing, you're near perfect. You will gain, okay. Speech bonus when haggling, az nagyon jó, better price. Abba a pillanatban. Az ezüst nyelvek, ugye? A lányok is így. Mi? De azt, hogy van még 9 pontom. Azt mire tudom elkölteni? Ezt így... Wow, ja, itt vannak az infók, de jó. Na, hát ezt majd jól megnézzük. Reputáció. Bazd meg. Komoly. Kombók. Azt a kurva. Van itt minden. Combat. Ja, ó. If system strike includes zone. With the full charge sword attack, your sword fighting skill will count higher, so your attack will not be stronger. Precise strike, opening strike. Ez a precise strike, ez tetszik. Warfare. Head protection. If you are wearing a cause... Blocks will cost you 20%-a kevesebb staminába fog kerülni a blokkolás, and your shield. Ez tetszik. Jó. Oké. Igen. Aha, tehát a bozótos csöndesebbek vagyunk. Scholarship. Cushion. Ülve jobban tudunk tanulni. Na ez az, Houndmaster, ez az. You can command Mutt to hunt and send him after wild game. Not sniff out places interest. Tetszik. Megtalál dolgokat. A kuta. Night training. A lórók nehezebb ütnek le. Hívás. Inkább ez. Na, azt mondja, craftsmanship. Bazd meg. Clothing material. Ó, csendesebb lesz. Printelés jó csukába, amit te csináltál, a kevesebb staminába fog kerülni. Igen. A kondíció 98%-ig magasabb. Bonus effekt. Nem tetszik ez a csizmás. Alkímia. Ó, lassabban romlanak meg, ez még tetszik. Ha. Komoly pénzszerzési lehetőség a potion cell-lel. 30%-kal, az még nem is olyan rossz. Csak hát mikor fogunk, kéne nekünk egy ilyen saját potikészítő. Ez még tetszik, ez a jó pénzt tudunk keresni. Bár nem tudom, mennyire fog ebben a játékban számítani a pénz. Mindig ez van bennem. Az előzőben is. Igazából. Megmondom őszintén, az előzőben, hát játszottam vele elég sokat, de hogy igazándiból a pénz, most még egyszer mondom, hogy igazándiból, mert nem mondtam meg elégszer. Szóval, hogy a pénz nagyon nem volt. Nem tudom. Inkább ezt. Art of Preservation Scholarship. Stealth. Ez a Bushman, ez tetszik. Nyilván ebből ez marad. Ja. Azzal bekordult a gyomram, egy jó paprikás, az hogy milyen jó volt. Bele lehet önteni a potit, hallod? Adom. Na, hol vagy te? Te zsivány. Vannak ezek. Oh.
Look who's finally up! Henry!
Na,
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zhelyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us?
Sex.
If they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck...
Ja, lehet igazad van, szegény. A végén már...
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
For your journey.
Jenna, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time.
Az igen.
If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
See ya.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He
What
saved
choice?
my skin.
So
Oh.
did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Along the way. Na, videó. Köszönjük szépen, csókolom. Néma nénike még ad pénzt is, hát nem áll. Ez aranyos. És innen indul a játék. Oh, hello! Milyen volt ez a zene lezárás?
got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber.
Barber.
I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Oh, it's closed.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Hát?
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double!
Azaz.
The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Hát így nehéz lesz.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Ihatunk. Sejtettem.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Na. Mi ez a sok töltés? Töltés. Töltikézés.
Was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
First we have to wash and change.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I'm sure Sir Hanush would understand.
He might, but he'd never let me forget it. I can guarantee you that. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajena's. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Ez az.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Hoppá.
Cheers.
Azt a kurva T-bon, azt nézzed meg.
That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for.
Fight better that witch. Wench! What I tell you?
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from
Kösz,
the
sensei.
castle.
Csöcső.
I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I
Doesn't
heard
half
some
taste good
talk
today.
about your
Nicely
captain.
settled.
Oh?
Cold.
What was that?
Daddy's wounded.
Állandóan ez a mosakodás, komolyan.
Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine.
Mert mennek
Wait
ki,
a
jön.
moment.
But the stuff's
I'll be right
undrinkable.
back.
Leave it out. What?
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happened.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine.
Nem jó. Ó, volt utolsó.